We are still solving for a variable today. So we're on page 13 if you don't have this copied off. If you do, great. You need to follow along with this sheet. So today's is a little different. Still solving for a variable. It's just the variable we're solving for today is always going to be y. So basically what we're actually doing is putting it in y equals mx plus b form, which you should have talked about last year. If you have forgotten, that's okay, but just to let you know, that's what we're talking about. So we're always solving for y today. And like yesterday, I'm going to go ahead and number these straight down, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go over 5, 6, 7, and 8. Sorry that I did not number them to begin with. Okay, so I have kind of the same process. I'm going to highlight what I'm trying to get by itself, always y, so I'm just actually going to go all the way down and highlight all the y's. Y. No, okay, just kidding. I want to get y all by itself, and to do that, I need to move over first, and this is why these are different. I like these better, actually, because it's always the exact same thing you do over and over and over again. You don't have to think, okay, these are multiplying, so I need to divide. Okay, now these are adding. You don't have to do that on these. You do the same thing every time. Number one, I'm going to move over the 3x. 3x is positive, so I'm going to subtract it. I'm going to bring down the y. I'm going to bring down negative 3x first because I want it in this form. Negative 3x plus 12 because it's positive. I am finished. No, they won't always be that easy. The only reason I'm finished is y doesn't have anything in front of it, okay? Pretty simple. Move the x over first. If y has nothing in front, you're done. If y does have something in front, you're going to have to fix that. So you pause, you do number 2. Okay, subtract 2x. Y equals negative 2x plus 41. You can see it good. Y doesn't have anything in front, so I was finished. Number 3, go ahead and try that one. First step is always to move x. Okay. Subtract 3x. Bring down the negative. Negative 3x plus 16. Now I've got a problem. I'm not finished. It has a negative in front, which is the same as having a negative 1 in front. Add that if you need it. So my first step for these is always to move the x to the right side. Well, if I have a number in front of y, I'm going to divide by that number. Okay? So now y is by itself. But something you need to do, we need to divide negative 1 by negative 3x and by 16. Negative 3 divided by negative 1 is positive 3x, okay? However, we have to do it to the 16 as well. 16 divided by negative 1 is negative 16. Now I'm finished. So step 1, move the x to the other side. Step 2, divide by whatever number is in front of y. And then I'm done. Let's try number 4, and then I'm going to get you to do 5, 6, 7, and 8 all by yourself. You need to pause the video. If you're not pausing the video to do that, you're not helping yourself. You need to know, can you get the answer without me? If you can't get it without me, you need help. So you need to ask for it. Okay? Subtract 6x. Always move the x. 2y equals negative 6x plus 12. And I really smudged that. Okay. Now, divide by 2. Remember I said we have to do more than just one piece. I've got to actually simplify. Negative 6 divided by 2, negative 3x. 12 divided by 2, plus 6. y equals negative 3x plus 6. Okay, let's go to number 5. You are pausing. I'm going to put 5, 6, 7, and 8 up here. You're pausing the video. So right now, pause. Did you really do it? And do 5, 6, 7, and 8, okay? Completely without me, so that when you restart the video, you can actually see whether or not you got them right. If you didn't, that's when you need to start asking me for help, okay? I'm going to keep doing them now because you already should have done them because you paused it a second ago and now you're restarting it, okay? Subtract 3x, because we always move the x's over. 4y equals negative 3x plus 8. Divide by 4. Y equals negative 3 divided by 4 is 3/4. Negative 3/4 x. Yes, leave it that way. Do not give me a decimal, which means pause it to erase if you got a decimal. 8 divided by 4 is plus 2. Number 6. Add 7x because it's negative. Negative 2y equals 7x plus 18. Divide by negative 2. Y equals 7 divided by negative 2 is 7 over 2. Negative 7 over 2. X plus 18 divided by negative 2. Sorry, I wrote things too early. 18 divided by negative 2 is negative 9. By the way, it doesn't matter if it's negative 7 over 2 or if it's 7 over negative 2, or you just got a negative floating out here. As long as there's a negative somewhere, that's correct. Okay? Number 7. Subtract 3x. Negative 4y equals negative 3x plus 12. Divided by negative 4. Y equals negative 3 divided by negative 4 is positive 3/4 x. 12 divided by negative 4 is negative 3. If you didn't pause earlier, please at least do it now and do number 8 on your own. If you did, thank you, and keep going. Subtract 5x. 2y equals negative 5x plus 9. Divide by 2. Y equals negative 5 over 2x plus 9 over 2. You are folding this in half. You are gluing this in your notebook on page 13. You are asking me for help if you need it. It is your job to let me know you need help. I have no idea if you need help if you're watching this video. Fold in half, glue on 13. Let me find my glue stick. And I'm going to fold it. You don't have to, but I'm going to fold it so that, and glue it in, so that my notebook does this, so that I can have them both open at the same time if I needed to. You understand we're making this notebook so that you can go back and look at it and figure things out. It's a good idea to keep this notebook. I said I was doing, yeah. It's a good idea to keep this notebook for a long time. It'll help you in Algebra 2. It'll help you in Geometry. Keep the notebook. My glue is running out. Got to throw it away. Okay? Alright, so you were doing the second part of the homework. 2.3, solving for a variable, homework number 2. I'm trying to make things as easy for you to remember as possible, so every day, whatever the number is, that's what we're doing, but you're also looking at that slideshow that tells you what we're doing today. Go back to your tab. We're finished with solving for a variable. 12 and 13 are what solving for a variable is. Now, you need to know there's a quiz Friday. Tomorrow is Friday. There's a quiz. The quiz is over 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. So go look at these 3 things again to study for your quiz. I will not see you tomorrow because tomorrow you're just taking a quiz, but I will see you on Monday.